Good morning from camp. Got a nice fire going. Had to get the fire going. Well, for one thing, you're at camp. Camp ain't nothing without having a fire. Plus, it was very cold this morning. But I am actually very comfortable right now. I mean, I got layers on, got the hoodie, got my thermals on underneath these pants. So these pants are considered ski/hike pants, and they are lined on the inside with fleece. Beautiful pants. They are amazing. They're very comfortable, very warm, waterproof, and windproof. I love them. I absolutely love them. So right now I'm having my morning cup of coffee, and then I got my food put aside. I haven't even started cooking yet, but I usually like to wait a little while. I gotta have my coffee first, and still kind of wake up. And we're gonna have a good meal this morning. I'll get that going here in a little while. Like I said, I need to still wake up. Yeah, we're gonna do a little hiking today. We're gonna check out a couple things, pick up a couple more cameras I have out here. So yeah, we got the campers down there. We got the campers that came in yesterday evening over here. As far as I know, I don't think anyone else came in. I don't know, because there's only a couple other spots in this general area, roughly. Yeah, but yeah, we're gonna go take advantage of the day. It's supposed to be a nice day today. So one thing I want to point out, the weather was supposed to be cold again tonight. It's not gonna be as cold as originally saw, from what I originally saw. It's actually gonna be a lot warmer. Last night it did get down into the 30s. It was very cold, but I stayed warm all night. However, tomorrow night, well, the lows are gonna be only in the 50s. So I think we're gonna be in good shape. Today is supposed to be a few degrees warmer during the day than it was yesterday, so that's a plus. But yeah, we're gonna do a little hiking, whatever, and then I'm gonna bring you guys back because there's a few things I need to do here at camp. One of the things is I need to talk about a couple things. That's it's for those who know and that are familiar with the new filming project, Bigfoot Explorers, the new film series coming out soon. I need to talk to you guys about that. It's something you and everybody else needs to know about that. So we're going to talk about that. I'm surprised I haven't said nothing sooner, because after seeing some of the comments and the responses from me sharing that around, people are judging something before it's even out. But we're going to talk about that, okay? I need to cover a few things on that. We're going to discuss that. But let's enjoy our morning right now. Got good coffee. Everybody has their favorite coffee. While I'm on here, real quick, I want to point this out. I usually have a French press, and I use regular ground coffee. But if you're out here, you're using instant coffee. I'll tell you, Taster's Choice is a good flavor. Taster's Choice. That's what I'm drinking right now. Good coffee. Yep. Taster's Choice. But anyway, I'm on cup number 2, and I'm going to sit down and relax and enjoy this. So I just came to pick up the rest of my cameras. Got 2 of them right here. So that's 3 I have picked up so far. And I had 5 out here. 2 out of the 5 are missing. Somebody stole them. And one of them is a cellular camera by Stealth Cam. I need to see if I can contact support and see if that can be traced. It is a GPS camera. It has it's tracking. I should be able to. I'm hoping so. I don't know, not till I contact and talk to support. So hopefully it can locate the camera and maybe I can recover it. I don't know. But yeah, this ain't the first time I've had cameras stolen. So, but anyway, I'm gonna get back through here. I gotta get across this field. Camp is directly out that way. So, all right. Ain't no sense in getting mad about it. Again, this ain't my first time having cameras stolen from me, but people do not respect other people's property, and that's a shame. I just wish I was able to catch them in the act so I could, you know, yeah, let them eat my boot. So, anyway, let's get back to camp here. Yeah, I'll probably do some hiking around here after a while. But look at that beautiful scenery right here. I get to see this every time I'm out here. Beautiful. So, well, we're gonna get out of here. Yep, here's two. I got the other one in the car, and yeah, it is upsetting. It's, you know, I've seen cameras in the woods from other people. You just leave them alone. You go about your business. Sometimes I just waved at them. I smiled at them. I've had other people do that to me, you know, which is cool. They acknowledge the camera, say hi, thumbs up, and they keep going. Why can't everybody be like that? Just leave people's property alone. A cellular camera, I've had that for, I don't know, 2-3 years now. Man, those things ain't cheap. My other cameras, yeah, they were, let's see, they weren't, yeah, they were cheap ones. I didn't mind so much on them, but it's whatever. It was, yeah, the ones that are missing, they're, I want to say they're like a $30 camera, roughly. So, but I mean, it's a chance you take leaving them out in the woods. I mean, over by where I had one missing, I will tell you, and I should have took a picture of it. You know, camera probably wouldn't have done no justice, but there was a very large impression of a bear track, very large bear track right there by the tree. So, could a bear have taken them? I don't know. That's always an option. I've had bears mangle cameras before, years ago, but I mean, they could have ripped it off the tree and drug it off in their mouth. But I don't know. But as far as the cellular camera, I need to see if I could trace that or track that somehow. The batteries were dead. I had brought batteries and replaced it, and I was actually going to relocate it into a different spot this time, but I can't do that now. I have a whole pack of AA batteries I could put to use somewhere else if I need to. So if you're looking at this here, I have double gloves on, and I took a part of a plastic glove, cut the thumb off. I got it taped up real good because I was messing with my mini chainsaw, trying to adjust something, and I turned it on, and it nicked. It cut me just enough to where it was bleeding like crazy on the tip of my thumb. So that's why I got this wrapped up right now. So just let you know. I'm usually pretty careful, but hey, things happen. But so the other thing is, I got my one of my batteries charging up for my mini chainsaw. I was able to cut up some wood. I had more than enough firewood for last night, and had enough to even burn this morning for a few hours. And yeah, I got another piece of log I need to finish cutting up. There's some pine over here at another campsite over there from a down tree. I'm gonna go bring some of that over. But now, up to the point where I went to bed last night, I didn't hear no activity. I heard a screech owl that was actually kind of close. Other than that, I didn't hear nothing. If anything happened after that, after I fall asleep, I won't know until I go through the audio recorder as far as any kind of vocals. So I got the audio recorder, which I'll be placing that out again tonight, and we'll see what happens. But we're gonna enjoy time around camp. I might do a little exploring. So I don't know, we'll see. I like just being here at camp right now. I'm mainly out here to enjoy the outdoors and my camp setup, because I got to leave tomorrow, so I want to really relax. I don't want to overdo it. So if I could live like this, if I could stay like this, I would love to. I really do. So there is something I wanted to talk about. I feel like I need to address this, and I should have said something already on social media, which I have not. Um, Ever since I've been promoting the new series, Bigfoot Explorers, it's a documentary series um, that will be streaming very soon, and I want to explain what it is, because some of the criticism I've already received or seen on comments in various groups and other platforms. Um, a lot of people criticize Expedition Bigfoot, Finding Bigfoot, and all these other mainstream media outlets on these various platforms. Well, anyone who's ever followed me over the years understands I like to talk about spreading awareness. Spreading awareness about what? Yeah, me in general, my group, the research. The big part of it is research. And that we are boots on the ground. We're not looking to get famous. The streaming platform that what we're doing, or the streaming platform that we'll be seen on very soon, is just a platform or tool that will be putting my research out there a lot more. Just sharing what we do. The group campouts. We like to have fun. Our exploring. And then any experiences that we may, have during that time. All we're doing is putting it out there to a much broader audience. It's unscripted. We're not out here. We're not actors. We're your average Joe. There's people that don't get to come out here with us. We invite people to come out here to enjoy the camp out. If your health is, if you're healthy enough to go on the hikes that we do. Me personally, I go a lot further if I'm by myself. I have to watch with some of the groups, some of the people that do come with me, because they are limited. However, we do what we can. And again, when I'm by myself, I'll go climb some crazy high ridge line and just explore the heck out of it. But I want people to know what we're doing. It's our research, it's our exploring, it's our time in the field that we want to share with people. You'll hear us cut up and joke. You'll hear us having fun, laugh, and just hanging out around the campsites. It's a platform that we're sharing with you guys. It's a platform that we're using to share with you guys and much other people that are not on the social media platforms. I mean, all my field videos I've ever done in the past, they're all on YouTube. YouTube is a pretty large outlet, or a platform, but there's a lot of people that don't use YouTube. They like to watch these streaming services. So that's where we're taking advantage of our content and putting it out there to share with other people. When we go to these events and speak at these conventions, people want to know what we're doing out here. They want to see what it's like. They don't always have the opportunity to come join us, or any other group for that matter. So that's where we come in, and it was presented to me to put this on a streaming platform, and I took full advantage of it and thought that was excellent. And yeah, we title it Bigfoot Explorers. I'm the founder of the ECBRO, the East Coast Bigfoot Researchers Organization. But Bigfoot Explorers, with that title, it gives more of a broad spectrum, a broad view of not just our group, but we do have others that we, that will join us from other groups and other research teams. And we're all Bigfoot explorers. We explore the field, the forest, and anywhere where Bigfoot's been seen. We're exploring and looking for Bigfoot. We're looking for the evidence, and we're sharing the evidence if we find it. Another thing I want to point out too is there are things that we experience, even though we're focused on Bigfoot. There's other things that you're going to see. There's other experiences that we're having that we did not expect to have.
Um, some people already put Bigfoot in the paranormal subject. What is paranormal? You know, a lot of people think when they hear paranormal, they think ghosts and spirits and whatever. Paranormal is phenomenons that occur that are unexplained by science, that there's not quite an answer to yet. So, some of the strangeness that occurs out here, which we have been experiencing, we're sharing that with you. Is it Bigfoot related? To some people, maybe yes. To some, we don't know. We're not pointing fingers. We're not putting it in a category, but we could put it in that realm, or right now, of the paranormal, because it's unexplained. We don't have answers. A lot of the things we find out here, a lot of the things that we see out here, a lot of the experiences and the crazy phenomenon, we are going to put it in the realm of paranormal because we don't know, because it's raising more questions. A lot of times when you come out here, instead of getting answers, you get more questions. You're scratching your head. The so-called experts will tell you, oh, well, this is what that is. This is what that is. They have no evidence. They're just claiming themselves an expert. They're not going to tell you they're an expert, but they're going to tell you you're doing it all wrong. But these are some of the same people that watch behind the keyboard. They're keyboard warriors. They're people that don't go out here. I'm out here every chance I can. I've been in the field for over 15 years. Actually, I could go back way longer than that. You know, I got field guide books. I wrote a few books. They're basically research field guides and sharing my research. Um, I'm not a book pusher. You know, a lot of people tell me you need to promote your books more. No, I'm a field researcher. I study things. I do study a lot outside of the field. I do a lot of research. I read up on various things and study various subjects. And I use that as a tool to gain knowledge to how I may be able to apply out here in the field, or vice versa. You know, there's things I see out here that I'm not sure about. I'll research it. I'll research the heck out of it until I get a better understanding of something. So yeah, I'm boots on the ground research, and I'm also, like I tell others, I try to look at things in a logical and critical view scientifically. I don't agree with everything science says, but science is a good foundation. It's a good base to build off of. Also to draw your own conclusions on a lot of this. So, but yeah, again, I'm going to repeat this, and I want you guys to understand that what we're doing with Bigfoot Explorers, it will be on a streaming network, perhaps a few streaming networks. Fossum is the first streaming network that it's being applied to. Yes, you'll be able to buy the full episodes and the seasons and everything all on DVD. It'll be a physical copy. You can buy DVD, Blu-ray. But again, we're just out here sharing our research. We're not out here for your entertainment. Expedition Bigfoot, Finding Bigfoot, they're great shows. They're fun shows, but they're entertainment. If you understand the networks that they come from, is it scripted? I'm not going to say no, and I'm not going to say yes. But there's a good chance that they're instructed to perform and act in certain ways for the camera. So yes, there is a strict, there is a script there. So yes, basically it's safe to say yes, they are scripted, and they are put out there, and the things and the content provided in those videos are for your entertainment. Are they boots on the ground people? Yeah, they're out there in the woods. They're in some dangerous areas, so. But yeah, they become famous because they're on a big network, you know. If I get recognized, I want it to be because of my research, not because you might see me on TV. I don't want that. If I'm gonna be, if I'm gonna get popular, or any of my group members, if we become popular and people want to meet up with us because they think they're on a big show, hey, that's cool. But you know what? I'm here to tell you, we're not here to get famous. I'm also here to tell you that what you see is what you get. It's the real deal. We're not out here putting fake thermal images on the camera or picking up alleged photos or video clips of a Bigfoot walking down in a valley or through the woods. If we capture something, like that, it's going to be the real deal. We're not here to make stuff up. We're not here to gain your attention, but we want people to understand that field research, there's no wrong way to do it. Everybody has their own way. Yeah, we have technology. We have some gizmos and gadgets we put to use. And audio is a big part of what we use out here. Audio, we got the thermal imagers. Yeah, I have two thermal images. One's a FLIR, and the other one's called the X-Infrared T2 Pro. It's an excellent device. I love that thing. Great quality. And I could sit, over 100 yards away, I could get a good clear view of the field and the tree line over there. We got excellent parabolic microphones for extended listening beyond our reach of, our hearing. And our digital audio recorders, yeah, some of us got Zoom recorders, and I'm going to tell you what, I'm more impressed with my cheap $30 audio recorder. It picks up long range. When I upload to my laptop to listen to it, excellent. It records very good. And the good thing about the cheaper recorders, they last longer out in the cold weather, like we did last night. Because I had my recorder out all night long, and extreme cold, down in the low 30s. I only lost 1 bar on the battery level. I had it out from 8 o'clock last night. I picked it up and turned it off around 8 o'clock this morning. Well, yeah, right around 8 o'clock. So, but ladies and gentlemen, Bigfoot Explorers, we hope you enjoy it. We're open to criticism. We're open for tips and, anything you see that we're doing, you want to want to see more of it. Let us know. But there are certain things we're going to continue to do. There's other things we're going to keep trying to do, because we want, just because something fails the first time, you got to keep trying it. Some things work. You just got to use things, and it's a matter of time, using them at the right time. What is the right time? We don't know. That's why we continue to do certain things. We might repeat certain things because some of these methods got to be used repeatedly, constantly. And then we also try other methods and see how they work. I know what I've used in the past, what's worked. It's not going to work everywhere. It's not going to work all the time. You just got to keep at it. Be persistent. You got to stay at it, That's how it works. I've seen, I've had people criticize some of the little stupid things I've done, like tree knocks or give off vocals. No, you don't vocal. You don't do tree knocks. I've had people tell me this. Don't tell me what you can and cannot do. It all works. It may not work all the time, but it's whatever. You have your way. We have our way. Nobody's perfect, and we're not experts. And you're not an expert either. Nobody's an expert. So if you tell somebody they're wrong at what they're doing, you're self-proclaiming yourself to be a know-it-all expert. And I'm going to tell you right now, people like you should not be followed, because you're going to misguide people. You're going to give them misinformation, and give them false hopes. We're not here to give people false hopes. We're going to tell it like it is and show people that, hey, we're having fun. You know what? But we strongly believe in what we're doing. Bigfoot research, we take it serious. That's why I'm out here. There's some people think I do this for a living. I wish I could. I really do. I have to work a full-time job, and I can barely afford to come out here. But because of my schedule now, I have more time to be in the field. So that's great. I just don't get paid for it. So, but, enough of my rambling. I just want you guys to hang in there. The first episode will be out soon. We got four episodes that are coming all together so far. Actually 5 total, I believe. There's some of my other field video documentaries I submitted to this streaming network. So some of them you may be familiar with. Some of them. There's a couple new ones coming that you have not seen. So be on the lookout, guys, and I hope you guys enjoy this. Thank you guys for supporting me over the years. You know, I am who I am. You know, I have haters out there. There's people that talk down on me, and you know, it comes with the territory. If you don't have haters, you're not doing something right. If people are mocking you or trying to give you a bad rep for whatever reason, they're talking behind your back to others, is because they're not going nowhere. They have nothing better else to do, and they're not professional. So, but enough of my rambling, guys. Thank you guys very much, and hope you guys enjoying this. I love this camp out. I love the woods. I can't express it enough how much I love being out here. But keep it squatchy, my friends. Until next time.
So you're out here looking for Bigfoot. How do you know he's real? Well, that's easy. It's because I know things. Why do you care? I'm just trying to make sense of why people like you come out here looking for Bigfoot. I mean, have you seen him? I mean, what kind of evidence do you have that suggests that he exists? Well, that's easy. First of all, I've seen him. I found his tracks. And I've smelt him. Trust me, he's here. He's in these woods, roaming these woods, and you know, he's been here for many years. Many other people have seen him too. And again, I know things. Well, I'm just gonna have to take your word for it. Good luck in your adventures. Well, thank you. I've actually been quite successful over the years. But if you want to learn more, hey, watch Bigfoot Explorers. Streaming soon to Fossum TV Network.